Okay, this is Mark, Spirit Child 1723. Welcome, everyone. We're up to Aries in June. Extremely tired, but we're going to do our thing here. So, first row out is going to be Oracle cards. And Spirit, help me connect with Aries for the month of June, please, and thank you. All right, we're going to put a row out. We have Victory, Rest and Rejuvenation. That's what I need. Sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. All right. Archangel Metatron's one of the peeps that supposedly had a life here on Earth, which I guess not not all angels have. That one in Sandalphon. Anyways, first card out is a 10. That's a beginning of a new cycle. Adds up to 1. And it's the Victory card. We have female energy. We have a lot of gold. A lot of warm light, feminine type energy, very confident. And like I said, based on the number, this is a start of a new cycle for Aries in the month of June. Then the next card out, it's also a 10, so that's a number 1 again. Rest and rejuvenation is showing the male energy, uh, you know, doing some meditation, taking the time out, getting the proper rest, maybe thinking about what they're going to eat. um, it's just saying that some of you guys need to slow down a little bit in the 3D, in the work world, maybe. Take a little retreat. And then we have 4. Now, 4 is an angel card for me. This is talking about the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, and what they have on the card is the third eye um, in focus, so or highlighted. So that energy is about your vision, your clairvoyance, and starting to see things, that are of a come from the spirit world, right? To help you interpret the 3D world for yourself, right? So it's very valuable. If you can hone it in, you'll see what type of energies or what type of people, unfortunately, might come after you or try to steal your energy or do something to you. You'll see it ahead of time. And then we have 33, which is a 6. Door to romance is open. There's a big heart in the canary cage, so I gotta believe that there's something behind the heart. I don't know if it's 2 parakeets or what, but anyways, some more of that gold color along with green, like a grounding. Sort of a light, Holy Spirit type light. There's the heart. The heart chakra is usually depicted, with green and pink, more so than red. Red's your root, your base chakra, your everyday needs, while being on planet 3D. So, okay, some all right energy. All right, Aries. Let's see what we got here from the ancestor cards. Please and thank you. Doesn't look like anything wants to jump. All right, let's get a few cards out. Hunter, Winter, Druid. Cards are sticking together here. And Hermit. Back to that rest and rejuvenation for some. All right, first out is the Hunter. Track down your fears and desires. If anyone's done work on themselves, they know that their mind, not only real stuff, their mind and their dreams are kind of, that's a can be a zone for fear to manifest and creep in, and learning how to just move forward with courage and just doing. Sometimes just the action of doing and being okay with feeling is how you get through some of those fears. This energy looks like no joke. They're going after what they want. I don't see fear in that card. Uh, I'm got a winter card with the coyote as taking care of your needs, but as a power animal. Again, this is all pointing towards self care, rest. Doing for yourself first before giving to others. You have the druid. Now the druids were people that could live amongst the trees and nature. The forest. Um, Very adept at manifesting what they need and survive in that atmosphere, and also gaining knowledge from the trees, which are living. You know what I mean? It's another piece of the web, right? They were in harmony with nature a little more than most. And then we have the hermit, retreat and recharge, so that goes along with the meditation. For some of you, you can start at 5 minutes, man. 5 minutes a long time when you haven't been doing any. I'm trying to get my routine going, and I fall out of it more than I stay with it. But when I do it, there's definitely benefits. I'm trying to do the same time and right after work to, excuse me, help release the workday. So, all right, now we're into the Beach Time Soul deck for Aries in the month of June. Spirit, any jumpers? Go one more time. We got one sticking its head out. Boat, a sword in the rose. Not today. I think that intuitive, um, I don't know, wife, I don't know what she calls herself, but she repeats what another person says, and not today, Satan. Not today. Not here. Not on my watch. Boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Just trying to scan your energy from the top row. So this is about keep it moving through your fears, progression, progress, not perfection. Sword in the Rose comes out next. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, back to that rest and rejuvenate, force, honor, protection, power. So there's two types of energy, right? And don't underestimate female energy, right? Because water cuts rock. Rock is pretty solid, right? But water over time will erode rock, will erode a mountain into a little molehill, right? So don't underestimate female energy, high priestess type thing, the empress. Um, this is about being direct to the point, with those you love, you know, saying it, have some tact, but stating your boundaries and standing up for yourself. All right, not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, person, boundaries, still angry. Trying to sense whether this is you, Aries, or your person. This is Aries person. Huh. Sorry, Aries. The energy from your person in your energy is they don't want to deal with you today. So I don't know what you did, or if that, maybe it ain't something all that bad, but they might need the rest and rejuvenation. And we have engagement ring. Engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. Hmm. All right, Aries. So for some of you, there's a more stable choice that's progressing. The boat had movement. It's going down its natural path, obviously in divine timing. All right, let's take another row from the Love Oracles. If you watch the channel and you haven't yet, please subscribe. I don't know, buttons maybe down here. I don't know, just guessing. Somewhere over there. Okay, we got a jumper. There's a second chance. You mean more to me than you think. I'm going to take these other three, but I'm going to take them. It came out as a pile. There's another one. I'm not touching it. You already got 5 in a row where I only want 4. All right. Is there a second chance, Aries? This is your person kind of wondering, but in that other row, they were like not wanting to deal with you. And then they say, is there a second chance? Your person saying you mean more to me than you think. Can you forgive me? You're amazing. So they adore you. They want to be in your energy. And then it has, I have trouble to express myself. So you could have someone with, some childhood wounds and some healing to do. And that doesn't mean they can't be in a relationship. But if you do choose to be in a relationship where someone has a lot of that work, you got to be real patient. You got to really not necessarily tiptoe around stuff, but it's a long path. It could be a long path depending on if they're truly working on it or not. Mhm. All right, we got one more row with the love oracle. Now this lady tells all. This is like the thing at the arcade, man, where you put a quarter in and it's gonna give you your fortune. And used to be a piece of paper or a ticket, actually a ticket. And with these modern stuff, it probably just puts it on the screen. Who knows? In this day and age, you might send it to your phone. That's where the technology's at. All right, let's see what this mad gypsy has to say. Can't take it anymore. You're driving someone crazy. My life is a mess right now. That's them, Aries. I wish I could be fully honest with you. Why can't I tell you the truth? And I can't handle you or love. Somebody has an interesting way, excuse me, in spelling your, unless it's from another country. All right, so I can't take it anymore. So you're driving somebody nuts, right? Um, and then followed by my life is a mess right now. So whether it reflects that on the outside or not, this is what this person feels like, right? Feelings aren't facts, but this is what this person feels like. Then it says, I wish I could be fully honest with you. So either wearing a mask or they're embarrassed to talk about something of their past. Why can't I tell you the truth? That's right back on the same energy. Sorry. Why can't I tell you the truth? It's a question they should be asking themselves, not you. I can't handle your love. So this is someone who's got self-esteem issues, has self-worth issues, low self-worth, could have grown up in a family environment that kind of put that on them. It's not that they're a bad person. It's a person that needs to be healed. So we will take one timing card for Aries. If you want to ask a question to yourself, I'll give you a minute. Some of these are timing. Some of them are just answers. And we have forgiveness. So somebody hurt you, Aries. The angels are saying the answer is forgiveness. Doesn't mean you have to stay with them. Doesn't mean you have to have them in your energy or your life. But for yourself to move along, there needs to be some forgiveness. So that's why I have for you, Aries. That's how it came out. Uh, anyways, appreciate you letting me read your energy for a minute, and I will return it to you. You can have it back. So again, please like, subscribe, pass the video on to a friend, and we'll see you next time.